1914, on the eve of the First World War, Sir Ernest Shackleton set his sights on one of the last great frontiers, crossing Antarctica from sea to sea. His ship, the Endurance, left England with 27 men, supplies, and dreams of glory. But destiny had other plans. The ice trap. As they sailed into the Weddell Sea, the temperature dropped and ice thickened around them. Before they knew it, Endurance was caught, frozen solid in a prison of shifting floes. For months, the crew lived aboard, hoping for a thaw, but the ice only squeezed tighter. The creaks of the ship grew louder until, one terrible day in October 1915, the timbers gave way. Shackleton's beloved Endurance was crushed, sinking beneath the frozen sea. Now 28 men stood stranded in one of the coldest, most desolate places on Earth, Shackleton's leadership. Where others saw despair, Shackleton saw responsibility. His words were firm: "We must reach land, but no man will be left behind." He divided rations carefully, kept routine strict, and insisted on morale, even leading sing-songs and games on the ice. His leadership was not about glory, but about keeping his men alive. The march across the ice, for months they camped on drifting floes, hoping the current would carry them north. When the ice broke apart, Shackleton gave the order: launch the lifeboats. Through freezing waves and blizzards, the crew rowed for days. Exhausted, frostbitten, they finally staggered onto Elephant Island. Desolate, rocky, but solid land at last. Yet salvation was still far away. No ship passed this remote island. If they waited, they would starve. The daring voyage to South Georgia, Shackleton made a desperate choice. He and 5 men would take one small boat, the James Caird, and sail 800 miles across the stormiest seas on Earth to reach South Georgia Island, where whaling stations could send rescue. For 16 days, they battled monstrous waves, icy gales, and near starvation. Their clothes were soaked, their faces blistered, their hands raw from pumping frozen water out of the leaking boat. But Shackleton's willpower never wavered. Finally, through fog and snow, the jagged cliffs of South Georgia appeared. The final ordeal. Even then, the ordeal wasn't over. The James Caird landed on the wrong side of the island. Shackleton and 2 men, near death, climbed mountains and glaciers no one had ever crossed, without maps, without proper gear. After 36 hours of continuous marching, they stumbled into the whaling station at Stromness. The world was stunned. Shackleton wasted no time. He organized rescues, making 4 attempts through ice and storm until at last he returned to Elephant Island. When he stepped ashore and counted his crew, he kept his promise. Every single one of the 28 men was alive. Legacy. The expedition had failed to cross Antarctica, but Shackleton achieved something greater. A miracle of survival, a testament to endurance, leadership, and hope against impossible odds. Today, the story of the Endurance reminds us that true heroism is not always found in conquest, but in keeping faith, lifting others, and never surrendering to despair. Subscribe, share for more stories like this. God bless you.